My dear friends, good day everybody. Today is a very auspicious day and I am here at IIMT University Meerut. I have been teaching English communication, French, German, Japanese and Chinese Mandarin also. I have designed a special capsule method that is called Northern Capsule and Vitamin B Complex. This is the method of teaching, my dear friend. With the help of this method, anybody can do conversation at least 2 hours from the very first day. As I'm telling you about Northern Capsule means 9 questions are there. So very, very important questions. With the help of these questions, you can ask any questions based on any topic. Suppose we are teaching the students, right? And I have to ask 9 questions. If 9 students are there, and we have to ask 9 questions in passive voice, then first question we could ask in this way, passive voice. What you taught today? English grammar. Yeah, what you taught today? French language. Second question, where were you taught French language today? Third question, when were you taught French language? Fourth question, how were you taught French language? Fifth, why were you taught French language? What time were you taught French language? For what purpose were you taught French language? Which place were you taught French language and who was taught French language? My dear friend, this is 9 questions I told you. These 9 questions could be implemented on any topic. Suppose you are told to attend the class, right? So you can ask question, were you told to attend the class at 9 o'clock? Second question, where were you told to attend the class? Third, when were you told to attend the class? How were you told to attend the class? Why were you told to attend the class? What time were you told to attend the class? For what purpose were you told to attend the class? Which place were you told to attend the class and who was told to attend the class, right? My dear friend, English communication is very important and very easy, right? Anybody can do conversation. I have designed a special verbal phrases also, like its formula is GHG, GHG, RGD, BTW and HGW. G stands for get up at 5 o'clock. H stands for have tea. G stands for go to the washroom. So GHG. Now RGD, R stands for read the newspaper. G stands for go for morning walk. D stands for do exercise, RGD. Now BTW, B stands for brush up teeth. T stands for take shower. And W stands for worship the God. Now HGW, H stands for have breakfast. G stands for get ready for college or university. And W stands for work on the computer. So GHG, RGD, BTW and HGW. These 12 are verbal phrases, my dear friends. 9 Northern Capsule and 12 verbal phrases. If you start using all these, you can ask minimum 108 questions, my dear friend. And within 3 minutes you can ask. Suppose get up at 5 o'clock. उठने की बात हो रही है ना? Get up means उठना होता है, you know very well. और wake up का मतलब जगना जगाना. तो हमने पूछा क्या आपको बोला गया था 5 बजे उठने के लिए? तो were you told to get up at 5 o'clock means were you आपको लगाने हैं. As I told you ना, were you, where were you, when were you, how were you, why were you, what time were you, for what purpose were you, which place were you, and who was. So whenever we talk about passive voice, so we always use verb third form, my dear friend. So tell, told, हमने पूछा क्या आपको बोला गया था, were you told, like 9 क्वेश्चन आपने बोलना है, तो were you told क्या आपको बोला गया था, where were you told आपको कहाँ पे बोला गया था, when were you told आपको कब बोला गया था, how were you told आपको कैसे बोला गया था, why were you told आपको क्यों बोला गया था, what time were you told आपको कितने बजे बोला गया था, which place were you told कौन सी जगह बोला गया था, and who was told किसको बोला गया था. इसको यूटिलाइज करने हैं आपको. यू हैव टू यूटिलाइज ऑल दीज विद वर्बल फ्रेजेस माय डियर फ्रेंड. लाइक क्या आपको बोला गया था 5 बजे उठने के लिए, वर यू टोल्ड टू गेट अप एट 5 o'clock. वर यू टोल्ड तो बोलना ही बोलना है, और गेट अप एट 5 o'clock को ऐड करने से पहले उसमें टू लगा देने हैं माय डियर फ्रेंड. तो वर यू टोल्ड टू गेट अप एट 5 o'clock. सेकेंड, आपको कहाँ पे बोला गया था 5 बजे उठने के लिए, वेयर वर यू टोल्ड टू गेट अप एट 5 o'clock. व्हेन वर यू टोल्ड टू गेट अप एट 5 o'clock 5 बजे उठने के लिए आपको कब बोला गया था जी. How were you told to get up at 5 o'clock? Why were you told to get up at 5 o'clock? What time were you told to get up at 5 o'clock? Which place were you told to get up at 5 o'clock? And who was told to get up at 5 o'clock, right? So, get up at 5 o'clock, G I told you. Now, H, have tea. हमने पूछा क्या आपको चाय पीने के लिए बोला गया था सर. Were you told to have tea? Were you told मीन्स क्या आपको बोला गया था, और have tea वर्बल फ्रेज जोड़ने से पहले टू लगा दें आप. तो were you told to have tea? Second question, where were you told to have tea? When were you told to have tea? How were you told to have tea? Why were you told to have tea? What time were you told to have tea? Which place were you told to have tea? And who was told to have tea? In this way, you can ask 9 questions, my dear friend. Now I'm asking you, I'm telling you about that. G, I told you. H, I told you. G, go to the washroom, right? Were you told to go to the washroom? क्या आपको बोला गया था वॉशरूम जाने के लिए. Where were you told to go to the washroom? When were you told to go to the washroom? How were you told to go to the washroom? Why were you told to go to the washroom? What time were you told to go to the washroom? Which place were you told to go to the washroom? And who was told to go to the washroom? So my dear friend, I told you G, H, G means you could ask 9 treja 27 questions you could ask in this way in passive voice, right? Now second is RGD, read the newspaper. So were you told to read the newspaper means were you told to you have to use, my dear friend, and after that read the newspaper, before that you have to use to. Were you told to read the newspaper? Where were you told to read the newspaper? When were you told to read the newspaper? How were you told to read the newspaper? Why were you told to read the newspaper? What time were you told to read the newspaper? Which place were you told to read the newspaper? For what purpose were you told to read the newspaper? And who was told to read the newspaper? R. Now G, go for morning walk. क्या आपको मॉर्निंग वॉक जाने के लिए बोला गया था? Were you told to go for morning walk? Where were you told to go for morning walk? When were you told to go for morning walk? How were you told to go for morning walk? Why were you told to go for morning walk? And how were you told to go for morning walk? What time were you told to go for morning walk? Which place were you told to go for morning walk? And who was told to go for morning walk? तो R, G and D, do exercise. क्या आपको एक्सरसाइज करने के लिए बोला गया था सर? Were you told to do exercise? Where were you told to do exercise? When were you told to do exercise? How were you told to do exercise? Why were you told to do exercise? What time were you told to do exercise? Which place were you told to do exercise? And who was told to do exercise? Right? So now GHG I told you, GHG, RGD I told you. GHG, G stands for get up at 5 o'clock. H stands for have tea. G stands for go to the washroom. GHG I told you. Now RGD, R stands for read the newspaper. G stands for go for morning walk. D stands for do exercise. So GHG I told you, RGD I told you. Means 6 verbal phrases, 9 6 are 54 questions I told you, my dear friend. Now GHG I told you, RGD I told you. Now BTW, B stands for brush up teeth. क्या आपको ब्रश करने के लिए बोला गया था? Were you told to brush up teeth? Where were you told to brush up teeth? When were you told to brush up teeth? How were you told to brush up teeth? Why were you told to brush up teeth? What time were you told to brush up teeth? Which place were you told to brush up teeth? And who was told to brush up teeth? किसको बोला गया था ब्रश करने के लिए? Who was told to brush up teeth? BT, take shower. क्या आपको स्नान करने के लिए बोला गया था? Were you told to take shower? Where were you told to take shower? When were you told to take shower? How were you told to take shower? Why were you told to take shower? What time were you told to take shower? Which place were you told to take shower? And who was told to take shower? And W, worship the God. After taking shower, generally we worship the God, right? So क्या आपको पूजा करने के लिए बोला गया था? Were you told to take shower? Were you told to worship the God? Were you told to worship the God? Second question, where were you told to worship the God? When were you told to worship the God? How were you told to worship the God? Why were you told to worship the God? What time were you told to worship the God? Which place were you told to worship the God? And who was told to worship the God? Okay, so GHG, RGD, BTW I told you. Now HGW, have breakfast. क्या आपको नाश्ता करने के लिए बोला गया था जी? Were you told to have breakfast? Where were you told to have breakfast? When were you told to have breakfast? How were you told to have breakfast? Why were you told to have breakfast? What time were you told to have breakfast? Which place, for what purpose were you told to have breakfast? Which place were you told to have breakfast? And who was told to have breakfast? And G, get ready for college. क्या आपको कॉलेज जाने के लिए तैयार होने के लिए बोला गया था? Were you told to get ready for college? Where were you told to get ready for college? When were you told to get ready for college? How were you told to get ready for college? Why were you told to get ready for college? What time were you told to get ready for college? Which place were you told to get ready for college? For what purpose were you told to get ready for college? Who was told to get ready for college? And last one is not but the least. Last one is HGW. W, work on the computer. Were you told to work on the computer? Where were you told to work on the computer? When were you told to work on the computer? How were you told to work on the computer? Why were you told to work on the computer? What time were you told to work on the computer? Which place were you told to work on the computer? And who was told to work on the computer? My dear friend, 108 questions I told you. In this 108, I have taken the help of Northern Capsule, means 9 questions, and 12 verbal phrases. Like verbal phrases means actually just like suppose you say get up, right? Get up means उठना. This is a verbal phrase, phrasal verb, right? Get up phrasal verb है. It can be verb मान लेते हैं इसको, right? और इसके साथ हमने at 5 o'clock यूज कर दिया, phrase यूज कर दिया. तो verb के साथ आपने phrase यूज किया, इसको verbal phrase कहते हैं, right? तो 12 verbal phrases I have taken. I have taken 12 verbal phrases, my dear friend, and 9 Northern Capsule I have used. तो दोनों को मिला करके 108 क्वेश्चन हो गए. Miss, my dear friend, now I'm telling you, with the help of this one, you could ask millions and billions of questions. कोई भी आप टॉपिक ले सकते हैं, आप 9 क्वेश्चन तो पूछ सकते हैं, राइट? तो हमारे बहुत सारे फ्रेंड कहते हैं कि सर मैं 10 क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछ सकता, हेजिटेशन होती है, हम कैसे पूछें, हमें समझ नहीं आता क्या पूछें. ये तो छोटी छोटी, एक्चुअली दिस इज़ अ बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक. ये छोटा सा हमारा स्टार्टिंग का है वीडियो, क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस कैसे पूछेंगे ना, बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं जब आप किस क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, समझ नहीं आता क्या पूछें. मिस, ये 9 क्वेश्चन जो आपको मैंने बोला, वर यू, वेयर वर यू, व्हेन वर यू, हाउ वर यू, व्हाई वर यू, व्हाट टाइम वर यू, फॉर व्हाट पर्पस वर यू, व्हिच प्लेस वर यू, एंड हु वाज. ये 9 जो आपका वर्बल फ्रेज नॉर्थन कैप्सूल है, इसको जो आप यूज़ करेंगे दुनिया में किसी भी टॉपिक को यूज़ करते हुए आप 9 क्वेश्चन तो पूछ लेंगे आप, राइट? दिस इज़ अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. तो हमारी मुलाकात फिर नेक्स्ट वीडियो में होंगी. आप देखेंगे कि कैसे आप फराटेदार इंग्लिश बोला जा सकता है ना, वो भी 2 मिनट के अंदर में, 3 मिनट के अंदर में 108 क्वेश्चन कैसे पूछ सकते हैं, इसके थ्रू आप देखेंगे. फिर हमारी मुलाकात जल्दी होने वाली है. थैंक यू वेरी मच. सी यू. बाय.